Hey, today I have with me Mr. Mukesh, who is the director at Vision 360 Security Private Limited. He's been in this industry for the last 9 years, and he's an expert at anything which related to security cameras and other accessories in this industry. Welcome, Mr. Mukesh.
Yeah, hi.
So let's get started. So, how did you get into this industry, and tell us a little bit about how you got into and how you started Vision 360?
In year 2010, we started with security cameras there, where the market was not so vast, and it was only as a luxury product. So when we started, there were only few brands like OEMs from China and Europe and US.
Right.
Then there was a brand called Acviss and CP Plus. We started to started entering into the Indian market. And then we started with the distribution of those products in 2010. And by now, we have almost, more than 12 years we are into this business.
Okay.
And in 2008-9, we again started with our own brand called Clumax, which we started with CCTV cameras and then other accessories like 4G routers, hard disk monitors, which are again related to the CCTV industry.
Right. So you had amazing experience in this industry. So what is your opinion about the quality of the product, and how does the consumer understand what he or she is buying? How does he or she assess the quality of the product?
Basically, when we talk about the CCTV industry, there are major, 5 or 6 major players worldwide. But when we talk about the Indian level, Acviss, CP Plus, and Dow to an extent have gotten market share of around 90%. So basically, the quality-wise, all the 3 brands are very good, and for the consumer to assess, there is nothing to assess, because for them it is very easy, because they have been using these products from so many years. So they have in their mind that these are the top 3 brands which the consumers buy. So basically, it is a B2B market rather than B2C.
Okay.
So it is the system integrators or the people who are going to install the cameras or electricians. Those are the customers who buy from the retailers or dealers.
Okay.
So it is the consumers. It's like if you want to install a camera at your home, you will ask your electrician to okay, you only suggest me the best camera.
Wow.
So he would go with some brand which he already is aware of. So basically, that's how they would assess, and then the quality. I don't think so. There is anything called quality in this.
So you mentioned OEMs and you mentioned brands as well. So what's the difference between the two?
The difference is that OEMs basically don't have any credibility. They are just imports or refurbished from China, and there are no service. See, basically, CCTV industry is a service-oriented industry. So you just you cannot sell and just be okay, I have sold it, and you have to again follow up. The consumer might face any issues, so then again you have to give him warranty or service thing for next 2 or 3 years, depends on the brand. So some brands give it for 3 years, some give it for 2 years, some give it for 1 year. So that is the difference. Any brand which is already established, the consumer will have no issues at all in terms of service. Whereas OEM is just that you are just getting it and some XYZ name you are giving it, so it's of no use. So I feel that there is a very good gap in the accessory segment for any good brand to establish, wherein we as a company thought of it, and in 2009 we started with a brand called Clumax, which is already registered in our own company name, and every 3 or 4 months we are coming up with new products and adding to our portfolio.
Right. So what you're saying is, if you want to stand out, branding is very important.
Yeah, branding is a must, because the consumer will connect to it. Suppose when they are calling says Acviss or Seagate or WD, they know that it's an established company and they have tried and tested it.
Right.
So once the brand is established, obviously it is good. Branding is very important.
So for anybody to stand out, especially for brands to stand out, to be able to create space or to be able to create market, because very important to create loyalty among consumers, to be able to showcase that the product is of high quality. So how is Clumax doing it, and how are you handling and ensuring that consumers are loyal to your brand?
Basically, what we are concentrating is, we know the market from almost 10, 11 years. So we know what the consumer or the dealer or the distributor wants. So that's how. So we are, not thinking of, saving some money here, there, or cutting on the cost and then, making the quality inferior. So at the end of the day, the brand will lose.
Correct.
So first thing what I believe in is the quality is very important. Maybe we might not even make profits for next 2-3 years, but we just want to gain the trust of the consumer and customers. Then maybe we can, when we scale up, maybe our cost will come down.
So what are the typical challenges you face in this industry, and especially when it comes to marketing a product like this? I understand security cameras have become a crowded space now, so I'm sure it would be challenging. So how are you handling those challenges as well?
Challenges in the sense, basically, as a company, we know that all these products work on schemes and then discounts, and so as an entrepreneur, I would think that yes, I have a particular market where I can get a share of say 20 or 25 lakhs, or in percentage wise 10 or 15%. So what would I do? I would go to him, tell him that okay, you buy so much of quantity from me for the next 6 months, and I will give you extra discount, or I can take them to Dubai or Kazakhstan or Almaty, and that's how it works in this industry. So this is what are our basic challenges. What we face is that whenever consumer wants to buy any new product, they would be hesitating, why should I go for a new brand? Or also the only thing what we can tell them is that you just try it and give it to your system integrators or installers, use it, and once they are happy with that, that's how we work. So basically we are not thinking of selling in volumes or anything. First we want to get the feedback from the system integrators how the product is, then we take the feedback from them, ask them what is the problem with that, and then we try to rectify it. So maybe down the line 3 or 4 months, we are sure that our product is equal to the established brands in the market.
So you've been in this industry for a very long time and you work with major brands. So 2 questions here. One, what is the distribution channel like of these brands? And have you seen any kind of fraud or fake products entering into the supply chain or not?
First thing is that the channel is that it comes from the manufacturer. Many companies have set up their offices or factories here in last 2-3 years. So the manufacturer, then the distributors, then it goes to the sub-regional distributors, what we call as SRD. Then it goes to the dealers. Dealers goes to the system integrators, and the system integrators to the consumer. So this is the channel for the thing. Secondly, when we talk about fraud or duplicacy or counterfeiting, this industry is evolving now. Before, nobody was, even 10 years when we started, nobody was, as I told, it was a luxury product for many people, but now it's become a necessity. So many people, what they try to do is they try to get this same brand name or with the same label, or they manufacture the label here and get it from other countries like China, Malaysia, Thailand, and they just put the labels of the reputed, well-known brand, and they try to make profits out of it. So, and to differentiate between the fake and the original one is very difficult for the consumer. Right. Because he is just coming to say any bazaar in Mumbai called Lamington Road, or in Bangalore SP Road, or Chennai, and they just go, they just see the shop and they just trust the shop owner and they buy it. Right. So what words he is telling him, it's like taken in as a good thing, in faith. So that's how it is. So differentiating with the fake and original is very difficult.
So from your perspective, which category in this industry, and when I talk about in this industry, I also mean the accessories, the various other allied industries which are part of your industry, are highly affected by counterfeit.
Basically, when you talk about the CCTV industry, I don't think in the camera segment there are any counterfeiters or counterfeiting products, because the big established brand have so much scale of models with them, starting from a lower to high-end product. Right. So any person who want to counterfeit it would not be feasible or viable for him to do it. Right. Secondly, when we talk about accessories, yeah, there are many brands. When you talk about say cables, there are good brands like D-Link or TP-Link, or when you talk about hard drives where WD-C gets. So many people, try to imitate those kind of products, and then they just want to make profits out of it. So D-Link or Seagate, as I told, have been facing these issues from a long time.
Right.
And they are trying to even control it through customs, Indian customs, wherein they are putting anti-dumping duties, or they are coming up with new various methods where they can stop. So this is the industry which they are facing. This is the counterfeiting.
As a consumer, when I go to the market to buy a product, let's say D-Link or any of these products, any of the accessories, how do I judge whether what I'm buying is a genuine product or not?
Now the many brands have come up with their own apps, or their own various holograms or stickers. Somebody is putting that, somebody is using some kind of barcode where you can scan and they take it to their e-store or web store and all. So that's how consumer do it. But as a consumer, out of say 100 people buying any hard drive, only 3 or 4 would do that. So 96 or 97 would not do that. And out of 100, maybe as my experience, 10 would be counterfeit. So out of 10, the consumer would not even go to that website or not even scan, because he would think, yes, because as I told, he is trusting the shopkeeper 100%. So at the end of the day, he is buying a counterfeit product, and as you say, the companies are aware of this, but they don't have a solution for that as of now. So that's what I feel.
So it becomes very important that you're able to somehow incentivize the consumer to actually do the verification.
Yes.
So that is a very important aspect which companies probably need to look at. So is Clumax doing something in that regard? Is Clumax trying? I understand you're newly starting in some of the accessories, but are you also looking at in the future goal of preventing any kind of counterfeiting that could happen?
So that's what, as we are working with Acviss, our basic concept was that when we got into the accessory segment, we thought that there are lots of counterfeiting happening, and the brands were giving loyalty programs by manually calculating. So by say after 5 or 6 months or 7 months and all that stuff. So now when we started with Acviss, we have an option of scanning. The consumer can scan, or the electrician can scan, or the system integrator or the dealer can scan, and then we have added loyalty programs like where we are giving them Paytm points, or after certain for each product we have categorized, and on the depend on the value of the product, we are giving them the incentive. Suppose their product value is say 500, so we are giving them some 2 or 3% on that. If their value is more, so they accordingly, when he is buying various other products, at the end of the month, say he's got some 1,000 points, so which converts into 1,000 Paytm points. Or say we are coming up with free helmets and bag, different goodies. Right. So that is, encrypted with the app what Acviss has done for us.
Right. So you're also not just addressing the problem of counterfeiting, but you're also making sure people verify and not just trust the shop.
So what happens is, as in manufacturer or a distributor or a dealer or a brand owner, what would I look for is I should know that where is my product going, who is buying it, how many times he's buying it. So when we started with this Acviss app, and where we come to know that yes, if somebody is buying at say XYZ in somewhere in Andhra Pradesh, Tirupati, so when he's giving his location and address, we come to know that yes, this guy bought this 4G router of Clumax from us on this date. So then maybe after 1 month he's buying again, and he's buying cable or SMPS. So that adds to us that it becomes easy for us as a marketing strategy that yes, this person in Tirupati has bought so many products from us at this time. So we know the frequency of his buying. So accordingly, we can also set our targets on that. So when we started, we never had this kind of idea, but when we got through this Acviss, we just wanted to try. I was not even sure that will it work or no. But after applying this kind of product, our consumers are happy, our system integrators are happy, electrician is happy, dealers are happy, because many companies in this industry, they tend to deviate from what they have committed, or they take more time. Suppose I have achieved something, say for 3 months I have achieved the target. For me to get those kind of benefits, it takes 9 months for them to release it. So as in distributor, I would feel bad. But when in Clumax, what we have done is, it is a frequency of 15 days, 1 month, 2 months. Accordingly, how they are buying the products, they are same the time they are incentivized. So they are really happy about it.
It's like a real-time incentive.
Real-time incentive for them. So they are happy that yes, I am sold a product worth 1 lakh and I am getting 3 or 4,000 worth of goods or whatever is the Paytm points or free stuff. We have come up with all these things. So that's how we are, trying to increase our market. And Acviss has really helped us, and it has made a good, thing in our customer also, that yes, we are caring about the product, we are also caring about the consumers.
Right.
So as in consumer, suppose somebody is buying, so he's got the option of scanning it, and he will know that yes, when was this manufactured, where was it manufactured, what is the warranty period. So there are so many things which a small label is doing for us.
Right.
And that's how I think maybe down the line, if it is really good, we might implement in all our products. And let's,
so right now we implemented in I think SMPS or
we have implemented. See, it was a trial thing, so we first wanted to analyze what the consumer is looking at. Is he comfortable with the label? Is he really happy with it? So then we only started with the SMPS. SMPS is a backbone of any CCTV.
Right.
CCTV setup. It is like power supply to the CCTV. And that is like if you are buying, say, a set of CCTV, you will have to buy a SMPS. So when you are selling, say, one camera, you are automatically selling one SMPS.
Right.
So the market for SMPS is huge. So that we started with that. Then the response was very good. People started, they were happy with their scanning. As in company, I was happy who is buying my product. So then we started with the 4G routers. So now we'll be adding to the cables also, CCTV cables. And the 4th watt hard disk monitor, whatever we do it in our branch. So it will be obvious. So once the consumer is happy with one product, automatically it's like, we'll put it in others and make sure that they are happy. And we are also, at the end of the day, we are looking for sales. We are looking for, profits I would not say now, but maybe 2-3 years down the line. But now we want to establish our brand, and whatever is possible, we are doing it.
So I know, as Clumax, I'm sure you're going to do really well as a brand, because especially now that you're entering into multiple categories. But you also mentioned that service is a very important element of this industry, and being able to service any customer requests, especially any repairs or warranty claims for that matter. So 2 questions here. One, how do you ensure that whatever warranty claim is coming to you is a genuine warranty claim? And secondly, how do you ensure that customers are actually getting the right customer service?
First thing is all the products come with a barcode and a serial number. So any dealer or dealer or a distributor or system integrator, when he's selling it, he would obviously scan it with a barcode scanner. So that serial number is captured in the invoice. Right. So whenever, suppose we know that we have sold today, so from today 2 years there is a warranty period for this product. So in between 2 years, when he comes with the invoice, so what we do is people who are not so well versed with software or any technology, what will he do? He will look back to his accounting software or the invoice. He would check the invoice. Okay, he's bought on this day. Okay, he's in a warranty period, and we will take the thing or whatever is the terms. Like if we replace it with a new one, or we'll service it and give it to him. So that's how it works in this industry.
Right. So you mentioned there's a lot of overheads involved in terms of actually servicing a warranty claim. People need to look at invoices, they need to scan the barcodes, and they need to then cross-check with, the accounting software. And sometimes you said some of them may not be well versed with technology. So this could also lead to customers not being happy about the way they're getting the service, because there could be a delay in, servicing the customer. So do you think there's scope for technology coming in here where, people can your dealers, distributors can ensure that customer service is done in the right way and in a quick manner.
Yeah, why not? Because there is a huge gap. When I told you about the traditional ways of finding out what the warranty period is, how and all. So suppose as a consumer, because see, this is a channel business. So when I'm selling from the distributor to the sub-regional distributor and to then the dealers, retailers, system integrators, and so the time frame, I am not sure that it is 2 years. Sometimes it is in the shelf in the dealer itself for 2 years. So when I, as in company, if I look at okay, I am selling today and my warranty is at after 2 years or only up to 2 years. So, but the product is only sold after 2 years. So then that's where there's a big challenge. So we need some technology where when we can get to know that yes, this product is sold on this date. The consumer, actually the warranty is for the consumer. The dealers, distributors and all are just keeping it themselves. It doesn't make sense for them. So something where the consumer will come to know that yes, the consumer has, today is installed the product. So from that day up to the 2 years should be the warranty as per my thing. So technology will have a huge role to play where we can, as a manufacturer, distributor, if I come to know real time, yes, that this product is moved or today it has been installed. Correct. So I will come to know that yes, I have to fulfill it from today to the next 2 years.
Makes sense.
So some people, when they are buying and then the consumer going to the dealer, sir, I have got the मैंने ये अभी लिया था. When the dealer is going to the manufacturer or distributor, he will tell, नहीं यार मैंने तो 2 साल पहले बेच दिया. Why will I fulfill it? So when the consumer will feel or the dealer will feel यार हमने गलत product ले लिया, गलत brand. So he would not, because at the retail level, it is a big headache for them because they have to face to face. For me, I as a distributor, I am selling it to a dealer. I'll tell him, yaar, nahi, ye ho gaya. He's not even coming and meeting me.
Correct.
But when he's going to a retail shop, that guy might come up with various other things. Aisa, how can you tell? I have got the bill, abhi liya hai maine, aur aap bol rahe hain ki 2 saal ho gaya. So that's where it is a big challenge. So some technology which can come in and fulfill this gap, it would be wonders for the industry.
Great. So I mean, at Acviss, we do have something like this platform called Assist, which would solve a lot of these problems. One, make it real time. Secondly, it'll also allow you to understand when the consumers actually purchase a product. Also allow you to track and trace the product in the supply chain. And additionally, in real time, change the warranty period as well, so that only when the consumer is purchasing it, you can start the warranty period at that time. So do look at their product as well.
Oh, that would be great. Because see, any consumer, when they are buying it, they are not even sure. Because on the manufacturing date is written as 2020 and he's buying it in 2022.
Correct.
So obviously, he will look at the product, it's already 2 years. So he would be hesitant to, even buy that product.
True.
So when we tell them that yes, it is from the day you are installing, that would be, he would be really happy and it would add to our sales also. And as an company, we would be really looking at something like that, which I was not even aware of.
So for all our viewers, if somebody was to buy a Clumax product, where could they buy your accessories, your products? Do you have a website or do you have stores across India?
Yeah, see, basically this industry is not like you just put it on Amazon and Flipkart and then buy, because they hesitate to buy it from them, because the only thing, as I told you, is the warranty service thing. So our channel, is we have got a channel in part of South India. As of now, it's a Bangalore-based company, so we are looking at expanding in South India, and then maybe in matter of time we would look for pan India. So we have got offices or dealers or distributors in all major cities in South India. And we have got our own new setup in Mumbai also, recently, which will be coming up in next 7-8 days.
Nice.
So maybe that's where we can look, further west markets like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and all.
That's great.
So that's how it is.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mukesh. It was a pleasure talking to you. And I'm sure as a brand, you do really well. And viewers do check out Clumax products. They've been doing some really amazing products, especially in the camera accessories market. And of course, I can personally vouch for their quality and the warranty and the service as well. And not just that, I'm sure when you buy Clumax products, you'll also get access to a great loyalty program, which they've introduced through Acviss. Also, I'm sure shortly they'll be introducing our assist solution as well. Real time will be able to request for consumer service and also be able to be assured that you'll get the right service. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and thank you to Mr. Mukesh from Mission 360 Security, also owner of the Clumax brand. And do subscribe to our channel to understand and learn more about various industries, and also join us for fighting fake products and ensuring that the world is safe. Thank you.